to the studio now and further discuss the diplomatic and political implications of this case. Selim Atalay is a journalist and commentator for 24 TV in Istanbul. Thanks so much for coming in. What do you think is actually going on here? Was this the sloppiest hit job in history carried out at the highest echelons of the Saudi government, or could there be these rogue killers at play here, as Trump suggested?
For some reason, the movie Pulp Fiction is playing in my mind. But no, seriously, the whole episode, Turkey had performed impeccably in this. Turkish police, Turkish intelligence services, Turkish government. Now, in the first couple of days, Turkish police had solved this case, which is Khashoggi was killed inside the Saudi consulate in Istanbul, and this was a premeditated murder, period. Turkish police had found this out very early and very bravely shared the evidence with both the U.S. side and the Saudi side, later maybe with the Saudi side, but the U.S. intelligence clues were also matched by the Turkish findings, so both intelligence services were pretty much sure that this is what happened. Now, the rest is politics. The rest is Pompeo going to Riyadh. I don't know why did he bother. It was a 13-hour, very discomforting flight. I mean, Pompeo doesn't like traveling much, but that's his choice. Coming here, what is he going to do here? Vienna Convention is very clear. Turkey cannot prosecute this case. So Turkey is done with this case. Just the best Turkey can do is to call the relevant personnel non grata and expel them, and that's it. The rest is between the Trump administration and the Saudi administration.
Right. Well, let's look at this. I mean, the United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights is now calling on Saudi to waive diplomatic immunity for officials that might be linked to the disappearance of Jamal Khashoggi. I believe we have a soundbite. We can listen to what the United Nations had to say.
Under international law, both a forced disappearance and an extrajudicial killing are very serious crimes, and immunity should not be used to impede investigations into what happened and who is responsible. 2 weeks is a very long time for the probable scene of a crime not to have been subjected to a full forensic investigation.
So is that the kind of language that needs to be heard, or is it actually useless given the main player here, the United States, refuses to recognize criminal prosecutions at the UN anyway?
Exactly, and I'm not sure this body is the correct body to call for that. Making a call is everyone can make a call, but then it means Turkey is going to prosecute this case. So Turkey may or may not buy the rogue killer theory. So do they really want Turkish police and Turkish investigation to prosecute this case, which already stated that this was a premeditated murder, not a botched operation and stuff? So I doubt it. And the striking part is the Saudi king's statement to President Trump, who said, I know nothing about this. Might be true. Saudi government has other branches and other officials, and we also have to recall John Brennan, ex-CIA head, who said on Sunday that it's inconceivable that Saudi Arabia would conduct such an operation without the knowledge of and the approval of Crown Prince.
Right.
That's between Brennan and...
Crown Prince, possibly not the king, though. We still need to know. We don't know what the internal wranglings in the Saudi royal family are right now. But let me ask you this. If this crime was committed as brazenly as it looks, will Saudi get away with it?
Again, this is something, this turned into something between Donald Trump and Saudi government. Personally, the king says, I'll investigate and punish those responsible, and there are leakages that indicates Prince MBS is also going to be immune from this investigation.
Yeah, but I mean, it's about the economics. As Trump said, you know, we've got million jobs at stake. Why would we want over one man?
Maybe someone needs to brief him very clearly that his $110 billion arms sale is a pipe dream. It's not happening. That is, the U.S. side has already admitted that. Those are very long-term letter of intents that may or may not happen. Saudi did not even buy the air defense system THAAD, which was supposed to be $15 billion. So Saudi Arabia is way behind those $110 billion thing.
Okay.
And within Saudi Arabia, I bet you there are opposition princes who would pledge $200 billion in return for changing the situation.
Okay, Selim, unfortunately, we're going to have to leave it there.
Sure.
Thanks so much for sharing your analysis.